Yeah, I just don't want to look pinched. Just look pinched.
I mean, it's fresh off surgery.
Oh yeah.
So it doesn't look like, you know what I mean? It looks like surgical.
I can't believe it's not even.
Oh, I know. You look great. Like no black and blue here. Black and blue.
Do you see it with like any
No complications?
like difficulty?
No.
The tip of my nose or anything?
No.
He said it just went great. He said that you had like a lot of cartilage.
Told him that.
Yeah, and so that he like
He scraped
sutured it. Yep, he shaved the bone. But he didn't say he broke anything, which you would be black and
Correction.
blue.
He did break my nose, so I have no idea where they got the idea of him not breaking my nose. Continue.
If that were the
Yeah, he
case.
just shaved it.
So he just shaved this, and then took that cartilage and kind of like pulled it under.
It's been exactly, I don't know why I'm going exact. It's been about 2.5 weeks. Yeah, it's been about 2.5 weeks since I got my surgery. And this is what it looks like so far. There's still, I'm sure, a little bit of swelling, but for the most part, I think this is probably what it's gonna look like. So, first of all, before I start getting into it and talking about the logistics about my surgery, let's talk about why it took me so long to just even film. First of all, film the second part to my nose job series. So, the day I got my cast taken off, wow, that was a tough day. It was a tough day because I kind of forgot about the mental aspect about it, about obsessing over something for so long on your face or on your body for that matter, but for me, in my case, it was on my face. Obsessing over something for so long and then having it, in my opinion, drastically change, and then looking in the mirror, it is very emotional because I didn't know how to feel. I just was kind of like,
what the fuck did I do?
and it wasn't because I didn't like it. It wasn't because I loved it. I honestly just had mixed feelings the day I got the cast taken off, and for a few days after I got the cast taken off, because it was just something to get used to. I just, for all my life, looking in the mirror, I always saw a big nose or a wider nose. And after getting my cast taken off, and my big fear, like I said, when I was all drugged up, I was just like, I don't want it to be pinched. My first initial reaction was that it looked too pinched, that it looked too small, that it just didn't fit my face, and it just wasn't what I wanted. And I was embarrassed about it because I had gone through this whole big thing about, you know, keeping it a secret that I was getting a nose job, and then finally revealed it, and then it was like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. I don't even like it, so how am I supposed to tell people that, like, oh yeah, by the way, remember that nose job I got? Yeah, I hate it and I regret it. So it took me a long time to sit down and film the second part of my nose job thing because I didn't know how I felt about my new nose. But after a couple days of, you know, getting used to it and seeing it in the mirror and really just giving it a good go at it, I started to like it more. And not in the sense like I was just settling for what I got. I really do love how it turned out and how it came out because he did fix what I wanted fixed. But I am also just a nitpicker of my nose, and before I got the surgery, of course, I envisioned myself with noses of other people that I like. So already that was kind of like a red flag. You should never envision something of someone else on yourself because you have your own nose. So basically what I was doing before I got my surgery was envisioning other people's noses on me instead of trying to envision a smaller version of the nose I already have, which is what I have now. But it was just kind of like a shock to me because it was so new. I mean, we're talking like surgery, like reconstructive surgery, and this was a big thing to me. To me, when I look in the mirror, I see like a whole different person. Not so much like I look different, just more of just like, wow, my nose is completely different. And I just had to get used to that, and I am kind of used to it. Now I kind of look in the mirror. Today was actually the first day I looked in the mirror and kind of forgot I had a nose job. because I've just been becoming so much more comfortable about it. So it took me so long recording this part, because I was partly embarrassed, partly trying to get my emotions under control and just figure out whether I liked it or not. But although I do love my new nose, as Talia said in the video, he did fix the tip of my nose, which was the most important part. And before the surgery, at my consultation, we talked about how I had this tiny little bump on the bridge of my nose, and I thought in my head at the time, was like, oh well, I'm getting a nose job, I might as well make my nose as perfect as it can be, because I mean, why not? And I told him, you know, yeah, it's okay, like you can fix the bump in my nose. And the bump was literally the slightest thing. I didn't even notice it till he pointed it out to me. But with that, he did kind of shave down a little too much than I'd preferably like. But this is just a preference thing. My mom just kind of looks at me and she's like, you're crazy. She thinks I'm going to become one of these like plastic surgery people, which I'm really not. I just want the nasal bridge that I had before. So if I do have one regret, it's just shaving down the bridge of my nose to fix that slight bump, which in reality really wasn't even a problem anyway. But I can fix that non-surgically in about a year or so when my nose starts to heal up. But it's really not that slight of a difference. It's something that I just particularly noticed because, like I said, I am a nitpicker and it is my nose, and I've always been a nitpicker about my nose. So yeah, all in all, I loved it. He did an amazing job with the tip of my nose. I couldn't have asked for a better doctor or a better outcome. And this is another thing that I want to talk about. When it comes to plastic surgery, I know, even I thought this, I know we all want to think like, okay, well, I'm spending thousands of dollars on something to be perfect, when I really just feel like nothing in the world is perfect. Yes, we trust these doctors to perform what we, you know, civilian people, I guess, non-doctors, would consider is like magic, but they are doctors. They are not magicians. They can only work with how your body is and what your body is already. So for what my nose looked like before, and trying and giving me and abiding by what I wanted as the patient, I think he did an amazing job. And because I didn't really want it to drastically change too much, I still wanted to keep the features of my face that I already had. I just wanted it to be a little bit timid in the front, just a little bit more, you know. And I really think he accomplished that and achieved that, and I could not be any more happy with it. So I would say I'm very proud of myself for finally just putting aside the thoughts of what people would think of me, or even my fears of it not coming out perfect and not coming out the way I wanted it to be, for the chance to get to a moment like this where I just feel really comfortable when I look in the mirror. I would say that it is a success, other than, again, the bridge of my nose, which I can fix that if I really want in a non-surgical way. And no, I do not want to do any other type of plastic surgery. A lot of other people have been asking me if I want to do other plastic surgery, so I would have to say no. I would not see myself doing any other plastic surgery. My nose is fixed, and that's the only thing I really ever wanted to get done. And now I have it. So I'm just really excited to start living my life without constant fear that everyone's staring at my nose, or just not having to worry about the angle my face is in when I'm taking pictures. It's just a really nice feeling, and I couldn't be any more happier about it. Thanks for watching. Like this video if you liked it, and like it even if you didn't like it. I will see you in the next one, everybody.